Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are building this little witch's tiny house situation. I am definitely feeling the tiny houses and the smaller builds with all the apartments I've been doing, and I've been getting really into detailed landscaping, and I just don't think I'm ready to do that on a big scale yet, so you'll probably be seeing lots of tiny houses on the channel in addition to the apartment builds that I've started doing for my whole, like, rebuilding of San Myshuno thing for my save file that's getting done at some point. But another project, because you know I can never just have like one building project that I'm working on. If I was only building things for my save file, I don't think I could function. I'm totally kidding. I just am scatterbrained, and I always have new ideas, and I always have new things that I want to be working on, so I think that I'm doing a little bit of like a fall/Halloween tiny house series. Kind of started with the tiny farmhouse, now we've got this tiny witch's house. I have some other ideas, but if you have any like spooky tiny houses that you would want to see, I was thinking about doing a vampire one, so let me know if that's something you're interested in. I was also thinking about like a mortician with a graveyard or something, so let me know if you like any of those ideas. Like I said, if you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them, because I'm always looking for new things to build. So, I had some other things I want to talk about besides the build, because, you know, it's just a little tiny house. I've actually done a tiny house that was kind of similar to this one. The roofing's totally different, so there's that. But it was a tiny castle. I'll try to put that at the end of this video so you guys can check that out if you haven't seen it yet, because I did do that quite a while ago. It was my Peach generation of Not So Berry Sims starter house the first time that I played it, and that was an actual starter home. It had almost no landscaping on it, so it was on a budget, whereas this was just, you know, whatever I wanted to put in to decorate the house, and I really like how it turned out. I think that it's a cute little house. It has everything you need. We have some cat stuff because, you know, a witch has to have her black cat, so I kept that in mind. And yeah, I think we have, is it a pumpkin patch? Oh no, I put elderberry bushes in, so I put those in at the very end. I might have cut it out because I did grab them from a room on the gallery. Pro tip, if you aren't aware of this, there are some lovely people on the gallery who have posted full rooms of different plants in the game, and I just looked up some of the, I think outdoor retreat ones is where the elderberries are from. I might be wrong, but I wanted some of those because I thought that like a witch would be brewing potions and would want some type of like semi-exotic or like different plant that they would be putting in stuff. So I think most of them are elderberry, and there's one like noxious elderberry, so that's for her like bad potion. I don't know. I don't know. You could replace them with whatever plants you want. You could just delete them and grow your own plants if you're gonna play in this. Whatever floats your boat. I don't know. But in my last like house speed build that was for my kind of Cinderella inspired house, I'm looking into building another one of those kind of Disney themed houses coming up soon. I haven't started it yet, but I have some ideas and I'm really excited about a lot of them, so it's just a matter of picking which one I want to do. So also, if you have any specific like Disney princesses or just Disney characters that you think I could build a house for, or that you would like to see me build a house for rather, then let me know. But yeah, I'm thinking mostly like fall themed right now, so if you have some character in mind that you think would fit fall very well, definitely drop it down below. I feel like I'm getting very over the top with asking for all these things in the comments, so I'm going to stop now and just talk about random stuff. But anyway, the whole point of that was that in my last house build, I was talking about this like positivity revelation that I had recently, and I had another one, so I thought I'd share, because it seems like some of you guys like when I talk about, you know, being positive and you know, looking at the bright side and all of that stuff, and I like talking about it too because it helps me, you know, remember all these good thoughts that I'm having, and if I can just make one person's day a little bit better or help someone see something in a new way, or like reintroduce a topic into your life that can benefit you, then I'm all about that. So, I was thinking about, oh, I know what happened. So one of my mods, Gina, she's fantastic, and we were chatting in Discord, and she said something like, like, oh, yeah, everything's like going great for all of us or something like that. I can't remember exactly what she said that prompted this, but she said something, and I was like, I was about to type back and say, oh yeah, everything's only going great now because I'm focusing on the good things and just pretending the bad things don't exist. And then I was like, wait, but isn't that the secret? Like, isn't the secret to being happy and not that you make your life so that you don't have bad things or things that you kind of have to get done but don't really, like, want to do, you know, just like life stuff that needs to happen, or like if you're in school, like classes that you just have to go to, or work you have to get done, even if it's job related tasks you have to do. So you have all these things that you just like need to get done, but then you have your other things in life that you're like wanting to work on, and like you might have to get them done too, or maybe you don't have to get them done. It's just a project that you're working on just because it's something you enjoy, but that's like something in your life that's going well. So the more you focus on those things and then only do the other things when you have to address them, the more happy you're going to be in general. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but basically it was just like, I don't know, it just clicked for me in a different way, because I was thinking that, oh, you know, it's a bad thing, like I'm ignoring these things that I have to do and like I should focus on them more. But if they don't make me happy, then maybe I'm doing the right thing by not focusing on them because then I'm gonna be, you know, just overall in a better mindset, and when I do have to work on them, I'm probably gonna have a better attitude about it because I just have a better attitude in general, instead of dwelling on these things and stressing myself out about them and maybe even putting them off because I'm so stressed. Whereas if I just, you know, get things done when they need to get done and then don't really think about it once they're done, then I'll be fine, right? Right? Is that how things work? I think it's how things work. At least that's how things are working for me recently, and I've been really happy with it, and I don't know. I feel like I'm in a good place right now, and for a while I was kind of like having lots of stress about everything, and now I feel pretty great about most things, which is progress. So that's always nice. And if any of you can relate, let me know. Just, you know, any passing thought that goes through your head during this entire video, you know, just write it down. Send it to me via the comments. Oh gosh, this is why I love streaming. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna be super obnoxious and mention my streams again like I do in every other video, except I don't think I mentioned them in my last two videos because they were like 0.3 seconds long, so I didn't really have time to. But I'm live on Twitch tonight, so if you want to hang out with me, I'll be live in about 3 hours. If you're watching this when it comes out, I'll be live at 7:27 Eastern Time. That's my Thursday stream time. I was gonna say upload time, but that's not the right word, and then I was gonna say live time, and that sounded weird, and I said all the things I said I wasn't gonna say, and now here we are. And I've probably just confused everyone, but it's okay. Ooh, something that I really like about tiny houses and making these little turret things on them is that you can put one of those kind of like they're not really corner seats, they're like the built-in love seat dealios, but you can put those in the turret and it just looks really cute, and it makes a little living room where there basically was just, you know, nothing. It was just going to be a turret on the side of the house, and that's your living room because you're in a tiny house and you don't have room for a real living room, so you just have this. And I figured that our little witch doesn't need any technology, so we don't have a TV or a computer or anything like that. I did put a bookshelf in. That's something that I'm trying to be more aware of when I build small houses, is that if I can't fit in a TV and a computer, and just in houses in general, I always try to put a bookshelf in. Before, it was just to fill up space because I think bookshelves like do a good job of that. But in a house like this, you know, getting a bookshelf in is really hard. Ooh, maybe I did get that TV in. No, I did delete it. Okay, I think I went back and I put in a bookshelf there instead. Yep, I think that's what I did. Anyway, it doesn't even matter that much. I've been trying to put bookshelves in because I've realized that you can get any skill done from the bookshelf. And this is really funny because Rosa Avalon on YouTube, she always talks about like, oh yeah, I put a bookshelf in, you can get any skill from the bookshelf. And I've watched so many of her builds and I just never really thought about that. I was like, oh yeah, of course you can, you just buy the skill book, whatever. But now, like, thinking about actual gameplay in houses, because sometimes I build for families that I'm going to play with, so obviously I remember to put in all of the things that they need in a house skill building wise, but when I'm building a house that I'm probably not going to play with, but some of you might want to play with, and I don't know what skills your Sims are going to want to build, so instead of filling up a room full of skill building items that your Sim might not want, I can just put in a bookshelf, and then at the bare minimum, you have that, and then anything else you need, you can probably just squeeze it in. Like, if you need a guitar, you can just pop it in your Sim's inventory. You don't even really need that. If you need a computer desk, you can probably squeeze it in somewhere in the house if I didn't have a computer already, which is very rare that I don't have one. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you care about that, or if you just watch builds just for ideas, or if, you know, I need to stop saying let me know, because I always say let me know like all this stuff, and then, you know, the odds of someone actually letting me know all of these things is like slim to none. So basically, I just like word vomit, and then I think of things and I'm like, ooh, that would be interesting to know about someone. Let me just say, let me know. I don't know. Anyway, ooh, I forgot we had that little cauldron object, so that was a cute thing that we got to pop in here. And I also put in lots of spider webs, and I put some strategically so that they look like they're hanging off of the, what's it called? I'm doing it right now. The little chandeliers, the candle chandeliers, which, is that a fire hazard? Can cobwebs catch on fire? Is that dangerous? I don't know. Is this house gonna catch on fire? Probably not, because I don't think lights do that, but yeah, that's just something I thought of now, which probably wouldn't work in real life, but it's The Sims, so it's fine. Ooh, also, this is kind of a random little tidbit to throw in, but I just said The Sims and it made me think of it. I went to this talk today at my university, and the guy was talking about the video game industry, and he was talking about the gender distribution of people who play video games, and he said that it's pretty much 50-50 male-female, but then he said that the real difference is in the types of games. So, like, first-person shooters and sports-based games are more male-dominated game genres, but then he said then you have games like, you know, Sims and other God games, and I was like, God games? I mean, I guess because like you're playing God, but I was like, God games? I thought it was the funniest thing. Also, I don't know, I just thought it was weird that he put The Sims just in that category, because obviously we're doing a build. I mostly do builds. There's so much more to The Sims than being a God game. Whatever. End rant. Goodbye. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye!